Hello, this is Tracy from K-12 Next Generation. Some of my students were asking me about number families, and so I thought I'd do just a short video for them to show them how number families work. The nice thing about math is that once you understand the concept and how it works all the time. It's like our chip trading. Once we know that we have to trade our chips in, 10 yellows for blue, we always trade 10 yellows for blue. So this is what a number family looks like. And I'm going to use our cards. I made a simple little board. I just put a plus sign, equals, and a negative sign in equals. Because addition and subtraction are just the opposites. They use the same numbers, and I'll show you what I mean by that. If I have a 3, that's a 6. I know that 3 and 6 is 9. So I have 3 numbers here. I have a 3, a 6, and a 9. When I'm adding, I know that I am putting things together. When we do our chips, we put them together. So we have 2 small numbers that are making the bigger number. We have 2 small numbers making the big number. Now, it doesn't matter if I add them 6 plus 3 or 3 plus 6, it's still going to equal 9. Okay? And I can show that if I were to take my chips and show you that if I have 3 here, 1, 2, 3 over here, and then I put 6 over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, that when I put them together, they equal 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if I have 3 over here and 6 over here, and I put them together again, they're still going to equal 9. I haven't done anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So they're always going to equal the same thing. Now, when I go down to subtraction, I'm actually taking the big number and I'm taking a smaller number away from it to get another smaller number. So if I have 9, as I do have 9 chips, okay, and I take 3 of them away, I should have 6 unless I dropped one, which I did. Okay, there it is. There's the 6. 2, 4, 6. Okay? And likewise, if I have 9 and I want to take away 6, it's going to equal the 3. So when I learn one addition fact, I've learned another addition fact and 2 subtraction facts. If I know that 6 plus 3 is 9, see, I know it the other way around. 3 plus 6 is 9. And when I subtract, I always start with the big number. 9 take away 3 is 6. And I'm reversing the 2 smaller numbers. 9 take away 6 is 3. Okay? Let's see if we can look at another one. I just dropped a bunch of cards on the floor, so I have to see what I have here. All right, we'll do this one here. I have an 8, 3, and a 5. Now, you think about where I should be putting these numbers if I'm going to make an addition sentence. Good. You should know that always in adding, the big number is what it's going to equal up to, and the 2 smaller numbers are what I'm adding. 5 plus 3 equals 8, or 3 plus 5 equals 8. Notice I'm only reversing the small numbers and never reverse the big number. Now if I'm going to subtract, then I start with the big number and put the 2 smaller numbers here. So 8 take away 3 is 5, or 8 take away 5 is 3. And that's what they mean when they're talking about number families. And you also get some problems, I'll bet, that you've had that look like this. You have something that says 10 plus 1 plus nothing equals 10. And my students say, how are we supposed to know what that number is? Well, I would suggest that you take this 10 and put it here, and then take this 1 and put it here, and say 10 take away 1 is equal to 9. So you can tell, if you only have 2 of the numbers, you can pretty well figure out what that third number is going to be. Regardless of whether you see it up here or you see it down here, it's missing a number. And it's kind of fun to play with, and I'm going to show you how to do some things with some larger numbers next time. But just take your cards and play with it. Make a real simple board, just like this. Okay? This is just with a marker, pencil, doesn't matter. I also found some interesting things online, and I found them at a place that's called theschoolbell.com. Schoolbell.com. I think I wrote it here, but not very neatly. Okay. Theschoolbell.com. And look up number families. She has some really nice kinds of hands-on things. One of the things that she has there is a list, really, of your number families, starting with 5, going all the way up to your 17s and your 18s. And once you know your basic number families, really up to 10 or 15, you're good. You know, everything falls into place, no matter how big the numbers are. Another thing that I found, which was kind of fun, are what she calls mats, and she takes a mat that looks like this. And I just printed off 2, but she has them from, I think, from 10 up through 18, and she just uses them like your cards. So you're going to look to see, okay, 17, you want something that's going to equal 17, and so we can take an 8, and we can take a 9, again, if I can find it. Okay, there's a 9 there. So 9 plus 8 is 17. If you're not sure, you've got your sheets to start with, okay? You can use your sheet to start with to set up the board. And now I know that 8 plus 9 is 17. 9 plus 8 is 17. 17 take away 9 is 8. 17 take away 8 is 9. So those are kind of fun. And she also has a way that you can make puzzles that are fact puzzles. In other words, you have the pieces and you put the pieces together so that they all come up to the main number of what you have it. Like if you were doing 8, then you would have pieces to your puzzle that all would add up to 8. And there's different ways. So your 8 plus 0, okay, and your 7 plus 1, 6 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 4 plus 4. And so you would make your puzzle and then you cut it up and try and put it together. Or you can cut it up and have your friends put it together for you or with you. Anyhow, that's a number family, and it just means that given 3 numbers, the 2 smaller numbers add up to the bigger number, and when you subtract, you start with the big number and subtract the smaller number, and it equals the other small number. So that those 3 numbers can be interchanged back and forth. Okay, this is Miss Tracy from K-12 Next Generation, and we'll see you next time.